Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hello. If you've been here, what up? Period. So today, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time. You clearly clicked on the video because you read the title, and by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. So one day, this gonna be not a long story time, so just still be prepared and have your popcorn. So one day, I was at work, but I was coming home from work. So if you know where I live or what town I live, it'd be hot. Hot as in like cops, like flaming hot. So it's hot as hell in my town. So it's this one block that goes to the next town. Like, if you know, you know. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. So that block be hot. Like, everybody avoids getting on that block because nobody wants to get pulled over, nobody wants to get chased, etc. So one day, like I said, I was coming home from work, and I'm driving. Why, as I'm driving, the cops pulling out. So I'm like, damn, like I see them. They see me. So it was a car behind me. But the car behind me had turned off. So now the cops is behind me. So I'm like, damn, yo, they about to get me. And mind you, I'm in the car with somebody that don't need to be any involvement with the cops, let alone with me. So I'm like, you know what? Like, what the fuck? So I'm asking him, I'm like, yo, like, should I pull over? Like, I don't know what to do. Once son started... Can you record me real quick?
Get somebody else to do it.
It's for... I'm like, nigga, hell no. I'm not pulling over, especially not with you in my car. I don't know what you got, what you doing all this for. You could keep doing that, because, nigga, I'm not stopping. So then he, like, after he doing all that, he like, nah. Go. You could drive. I'm like, yes, nigga, you see what I'm doing now. But, like, at this point, I'm out. Like, I'm not stopping. Like, I never did this before. But, oh, well, like, y'all not about to get me. And then this nigga next to me, fuck no, you definitely not about to get me. So... if you know, like, my town, we have sides. So it's like the south side, the north side, and the other side. So I live by the north side. So to go to the north side is where I live, and then the north side. So I was gonna go, because I live in like apartments, I was gonna go that way. But I'm like, nah, I'm about to trap myself. Like, Tiffany, you asking for it. Like, you're asking for it. So, yeah, I'm like, hell no, I'm not even about to do that. So I bust a quick right. I was out. I wasn't turning nothing. I was just going straight. And on the north side, it's like these two bumps. Yo, when I say I was like, boom. Like, I could have broke my car, but at that point, I was out. Like, I didn't give a fuck. So then they eventually stopped chasing me. But I was scared as fuck. I'm like, yo, like, I know they just did not fucking chase me. And no, I wasn't stopping. Because for what? Not with this nigga in my car. But, yeah, like, if you know, you know. Like, my town and the cops, they always on dick. Like, go do something else. Don't y'all go to Dunkin' Donuts and eat coffee and donuts? Like, why the fuck you not there with your ugly ass? Why are you worried about what's over here? So I'm just tight. I was like, nah. But they eventually stopped. Like, they didn't get me nor pull me over. And if they did, I wasn't stopping again. So, yeah. This story time is a little too short. So now I'm about to add another one. Well, I'm gonna add, like, some story times how, like, I got stopped. So this one time, it was my birthday. Well, the March that just passed. It was my birthday. And I ain't gonna lie, like, my plates, my tags was done for. Like, I had fucking missed a payment on my insurance. So they had, like, cut me off. So anytime I go past a cop or anything, they was pulling me over or trying to. So I'm like, damn, yo, like, they got me. So I pulled over. Mind you, I had this girl I used to be friends with and my brother in the back because we was going out. We was going to the city. So when I had put my license out, he was looking. He was like, oh, like, today's your birthday. I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, I'm just going to tell you that your insurance is expired. It's saying that you don't have no insurance on here. I'm like, yeah, I know. It must have just did that yesterday because, like, you know, just lying. But, bitch, I been knew that. But anyway, fuck y'all. And, yeah, I still continue to drive my car. So he looked at my license. He was like, oh, so today's your birthday. I'm like, yeah. He was like, okay, happy birthday. He gave me my license back and he was like, oh, just be safe. I also pulled you over because you're doing 50. You're doing 50 in a 30 lane. I'm like, bro, like, okay, like, okay. But yeah, like, whatever. I feel like those were the niggas that was chasing me and just trying to see, like, bitch, that was you running from me? Yes, it was. But anyway, they had let me go. And then this other time, I had left work to go get some food, or I forgot I had left work to go do something. And I had came back, and the town that I worked in, it was cops, but it wasn't like that much. Why the fuck I get pulled over by a state trooper on a residential lane? I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, yo, okay, like, this nigga. So, mind y'all, when anybody get pulled over, they get nervous, like, real fucking nervous, like, no matter what it is, who you are, or what it is. So I got mad nervous. Why the fuck I pull over to the left? You're supposed to pull over to the right, but I was so fucking scared, like, yo, why this nigga got me? So then I went to the left. This nigga goes on the mic like, you gotta go to the right. You gotta go to the right. I'm like, nigga, I'm right here right now. Cause if I go to the right, you know what I'm gonna do. So you better get me while you got me. So he gets out the car. He all like, hi, how are you? I'm like, hello. And then I'm like, why am I getting pulled over? He's like, oh, because you're doing 50 on a residential. Like, damn, y'all niggas is fiending. I be going faster than that when I see 30 signs. And that's just how I drive. Like, I know how to do 30 and I know when to. But, like, sometimes you just don't be paying attention. So I'm like, oh, okay, my bad. I'm just trying to hurry up back to work, da-da-da. He's like, oh, okay, what you do? I'm like, I work with disabled people. He's like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I'm just telling you, like, you know, slow down. This is a residential lane, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, nigga, in all reality, you're not even supposed to be pulling me over unless I'm on the fucking, what is it called? Southern State. Like, you got me fucked up. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I went back to work. I'm telling all my friends at work, like, yo, I just got pulled over. Bitch, tight, scared. And then, yeah, this other time, I got pulled over. But, like, at the grace of God, knock on fucking wood, because, you know, I don't need that. But every time I get pulled over, they never give me tickets. Like, they either just pulling me over just to see who's in the car, whatever. And, yeah, like, thank God they don't. But, yeah, this one time, these motherfuckers pulled me out the car. And that's because I was with two other friends. So I was with two other friends, and they pulled all of us out of the car. It was one girl and one boy. So my boy, like the guy friend, he was in the front seat, and his sister was in the back. So I'm like, yo, like, they got me fucked up. So mind you, I'm in a rental. So I was in a rental. So then they pulled me over. As they pulled me over, I'm like, damn, like, you know, ever since that day, I just be ready to skate on these niggas. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I pull over. We got blunts rolled. And, well, that's when I used to smoke. We got blunts rolled. Fucking everything. Them bitches is out, too. But that's when the law of, like, smoking was about to be legal. So it was nothing they could do about it. So I ain't had them bitches neither. Because at that point, I was over it. They seen him in a car and another person in the car. They all like, oh, can y'all all step out the car? I'm looking at this nigga like, What you mean step out the car? Do I look like the bitch that's motherfucking toting shit and all that? Shit, I just might and I might, like, you know, like, but no, like, that's not even the case. So I was tight from then. So I got out the car. The nigga, I left my key in the car, like, my keychain in the car, because, like, what the fuck, like, I ain't going nowhere. So as the cops tell me, all of us, to go in the back of the car, they searching my car. For what? What you looking for? Weed, nigga? So I'm like, all right, so whatever. Like, do your thing. I don't give a fuck. Search, flip this bitch around if that's what you have to. Check the oil while you at it, dummy. Because you fiending. So he all like, he's searching. But the guy who was searching my car, it was like 4 of them. Then another car pulled up. Talking about, oh, you're good? Like, nigga, like, yes, like, ain't nothing going on over here. Like, cops be worrying about the wrong fucking shit and the wrong people. So they had pulled off. So then it was mad fucking embarrassing. Because, like, my town, like, and we was by the library, too. Where everybody could see you. So I'm like, yo, mad embarrassing. Got us out the car like we some criminals or something. So then, as he checking my car, something told me to turn around. So I turn around. This nigga's like smiling and laughing. Like he's getting joy out of telling us to get out the car and searching our car. Well, my car. Well, searching the car that I was in or whatever. Then he puts my key in his pocket. So now I'm like, yo, like, I got off the fucking trunk because they told us to lean against the trunk. So I turned around, I'm like, yo, give me my key because now you laughing, you playing, da-da. And the other cop that was talking to us, he like, you need to relax, da-da-da. I'm like, no, because he's fucking playing right now. Like, I really don't got time for this. And y'all stopping me for what? So then, as he joking and laughing and shit, he puts my key in his pocket, but he did like a little smirk, like, a little like, oh, I'm just fucking with them. Like, it ain't nothing in his car. Do you know how fucking mad I was? And this is why. Nobody fucks with they ugly dumb ass. Nobody calls them for nothing. For what? What you gonna do? Y'all don't do shit anyway. But pull people over and get joyful out of that. Or fucking chase them. So I'm like, yo, like this nigga, he lucky he a fucking cop. Then, I'm a girl. I got shit. Oh well. So I had Mace on my keychain. He let us get back in the car. He gives me, I'm like, can I get my key back? Cause you was joking and laughing about it and ain't shit funny. So then, he gives me my key back. And then he holds the mace. He's like, you know this is illegal, right? I said, well, y'all not always around and I'm a girl. I need to protect myself. End of story. Nothing more, nothing less. Get my shit. So, my thing is, what was the point of y'all pulling me over? Like, whatever. But before that even went, I was on my phone. And I was coming from the south side. So I was on my phone like this, like had it in my hand. They was like this and I was like this. He see me, so I just went straight. But then this other car had got behind me, so he had got behind them. So my town, like, no, I don't live in a city, but my town does have Crown Fried. So I'm like, yo, I know this nigga about to get me. So let me just pull into Crown Fried real quick. So I pulled in there. I went in there to go get a drink or whatever. Yeah. As I'm coming out, these niggas is right in front of me, in front of the stores. So I'm like, yo, like, these niggas is really fiending, So then I didn't know whether to pull out and go straight or back up and go the other way. But either way, they was gonna get me. So I'm like, you know, let me just pull out and go straight. Like, let me pull out, make a right, go straight. Like, fuck it. As soon as I did that, these niggas cut over. And then that's when they stopped me. Like, y'all fiending. So, y'all fiending. Then I'm telling him, like, why you even pull me over? Like, y'all been trying to get me from when I went to go get my food. He like, oh, where the food at? All I see is drinks. Nigga, I dropped it off at your mom's house, bitch. Mind your business. He lucky I didn't fucking say that, because, like, ew. Like, they just piss me off on a whole nother level. Like, I really don't fuck with cops. And if your dad a cop, tell him to eat it up. If your mom a cop, tell her suck it good. If your uncle a cop, tell him he old and crusty and look fucking dusty. Like, I do not like cops at all. And if you're trying to become one, go get another career. Anyway, yeah, like, they just be freaking bored. Like, I just can't. So that's when they pulled me out the car and all that. Not pulled me, but told me to get out the car and all that, and this, that, third, blah, blah. I'm trying to see another time. Oh yeah, another time I was nervous again. And like, you know, everybody got these. Like, everybody got these. So I had this in my hand because he had put me over, like I said. And this was the time when my plates was expired because I missed one fucking payment on my thing. And on my insurance. So I'm like, yo, like, these niggas be bored. So then he came behind me. Well, he was behind me anyway. So I guess, like, you know, they just be typing people's shit in. And I guess it came up that I didn't have no insurance. Soon as I make the left, the lights get on. I'm like, yo, this nigga, like, these niggas is annoying. And I gotta fix this. Because everywhere I go, these niggas be trying to pull me over. So, excuse me. So, he pulled me over. I'm nervous as shit about to shit on myself. I hate them, but they make me nervous. So, he's like, oh, because it says that you don't have any insurance. I said, well, I showed him this thing that I got from DMV, and he's like, oh, okay, because it's showing up that you don't have none. And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know what they got going on. I don't work for DMV. I don't know none of that. So I got this in my hand. As he's talking to me, I puffs it, and I'm blowing it in his face because I'm so fucking nervous. Mind you, I didn't even realize I was doing that, even though it's not like something crazy or like a blunt or something. But like, I was so fucking nervous. I started puffing the damn thing, blowing it in his face. Like, that's how nervous I was, and I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, like, oh yeah, one more. And then after this, the video's done. Because I wanted to make it a little longer. One day I was on the way to an interview. And it was the same problem. Like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was riding around for like 2 months. And didn't give a fuck. Like, I was just trying to dip and dodge, go to secret ways. I see them fly. But, yeah, I was on the way to the interview. Couldn't even get to the fucking interview because, the cops pulled me over. And then after he pulled me over, another one tried to get me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going home. Fuck this interview. I called the people. I'm like, yo, I keep getting pulled over. I can't make it. I got issues going on with my car. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you want to reschedule? I'm like, yeah, if I fucking can. Like, but he just pulled me over, and I basically show him the same paper. And yeah, like, they never give me a ticket. They just be stopping me just off of boredom, like getting me tight. So yeah, y'all, like, that was my little experiences and a little story time about getting pulled over by these dickheads. And yeah, like, this what they could do. Choke on it, spit on it, lick it, all that. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I do got a lot of story times. Not a lot, but like, I be trying to figure out what story times I want to say and tell y'all. I do got more videos planned. I just gotta put them into play. I feel like y'all like my story times. So yeah, I will be back with more story times. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And let me tell you something one more time. Stop coming on my channel just to see what's up, just to watch a few videos. You're not liking, you're not commenting, and then you're not subscribing. And if you do subscribe, you're unsubscribing. Do not subscribe to my channel if you're just gonna unsubscribe, because you know what you look like. A hater. Because at the end of the day, I'm still getting your attention because you're typing me up on YouTube to watch my video. Don't subscribe to my shit, period. If you negative and just gonna unsubscribe, I don't have time for it at all. But yeah, yeah. The real ones in the real ones. The real ones and the real ones. Thank you, and keep being real, stay real. You already know what it is. But yeah, y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Every time I say comment, y'all don't. But if you want to, the comment section is free to comment. But yeah, y'all, that was my little story times of getting pulled over by these ugly ass, pointy nose ass motherfuckers. So yeah, I'm out. I'm out, y'all.